about to give them what they want.
Go Beastmode, dude.
I don't think they're ready for this, though. Beast mode, yeah. Beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode.
What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. Chris Jones, representing Pump Chasers. You already know. You already know. You head on down to, whoop shit, TigerFitness.com and get your Pump Chaser subs. You see this right here? You see this shit right here? Get your 30 bottles minimum. Best fat burner in the game. Fuck with me. Fuck with me. And thank you to all the supporters out there. Thank you so much, okay? Got great things coming in the future, by the way. Just been keeping things to myself until all my numbers are lined up. I'll be sharing in the near future. But check it out, fam. You see the title of the video. Let's just get straight down to business. Okay? Now, before we get to the topic, I kind of want to give you a little backstory so we can all be on the same page. Okay? For those of you that may or may not know, I started getting into YouTube December 2011. I have the channel on the screen, Physiques of Greatness. I was on this channel December 2011. I had a friend helping me. You can call us partners. He was helping me with content, okay? At 2015, we had a little friction. He made a video about me with some allegations that were not 100% true, that I might add. Made some allegations against me, forced my hand, and I had to respond publicly. Well, I didn't have to respond publicly, but I did respond publicly. Check out this clip right here. Just check it out real quick. There's always two sides to every story. There's always two sides to every story. A wise man once told me, there's three sides to every story. His side of the story, the other person's side of the story, and then the absolute truth. It's up to you to hear two people's sides of the story, and then you decipher the details, and then you come up with your conclusion of what may be the truth, whichever sounds more reasonable. I'm not going to play that type of game for the simple fact I'm a busy guy, and I'm older than Vince, and I'm just too mature for that. But what we're going to do, we're just going to stick to the facts. We're going to stick to the absolute hard facts, okay? Hard facts. Fact number one. Now, as you see from that clip, look how I was talking. I was talking numbers. I was talking facts. That was 2015, fam. I didn't have my spiritual awakening until 2020. Long before my spiritual awakening, I always respected the numbers. Long before my spiritual awakening, I already knew there are different angles, different sides to the truth. And if you want the absolute truth, you need as many sides as possible so you can break it down for yourself. I already knew these things. Only thing my awakening did was just take my mind tenfold. Remember, all is mind. The point I'm trying to make is this, fam. You know, from time to time, I'll get out there and call out, I guess you can say, one of our peers in the bodybuilding fitness-based community. Let me let you in on a little secret. I've always loved debating. One of my favorite things to do, low-key, is debating people. If the tongue really can't speak life or death, well, a live debate in front of witnesses is almost like a battle. If the tongue really can speak life or death into your reality, the time you should watch your tongue the most is during a debate. A debate is almost like a battle. I love to debate. Damn near live for debates. Always been that way. Have we not forgot myself and Vegan Gaines debated in the past? Even myself and Greg Doucette. Shout outs to Greg Doucette. We didn't quite come to an agreement on the main gaining versus bulking, but we had a respectable back and forth. I've always been this way. Which brings me to the topic of this video. One of the main things that I really don't like with this whole science-based community shit, keep in mind, fam, I've been around over a decade. I've seen a lot of shifts. I've seen a lot of fads come and go. I've seen a lot of trends come and go. Right now it seems to be the age of the science-based lifter / young steroid users. They're getting younger by the day. Rich Piana had a series called Bigger by the Day. It seems these steroid users are getting younger by the day. That's a whole other topic for a whole other day. I've always been into debating. And you know how I always tell you guys, don't be jealous, don't be jealous. Well, I admit it, I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous. I be seeing people get debates, you know, and then when I DM those people, yeah, I know exactly who you are, by the way. They don't want to debate, you know. So let me shout out again, Greg Doucette, thank you for giving me some back and forth. Let me shout out to Mike Israel. We're going to get to him in a minute. Although I don't agree with everything he say, although some things he said on camera is just straight up bullshit and ignorant, at least he debated me. He didn't run. He responded to my DM and showed up. I respect that. Again, everything he says is not legit. He said some bullshit and ignorant things on camera, PhD or not, but I respect the fact that he debated me. I love to debate. I love promoting the Hell Ready philosophy. I love promoting the Whole Ready philosophy. There are several sides to Chris Jones. So one thing I really don't like about the science-based lifting community, it seems like they just pick and choose their battles. You see, I feel like in the fitness community, everybody has their niche. Some people just got that pretty boy vibe going. Some people are really good with their words. They're very good educators. Some people are just die-hard, competitive spirit. They're just good at competing and they want to take you along. Everybody has their niche. And some people use science as their niche. But science comes with a responsibility. If you claim to be a man or woman of science, the truth should come first. Leonardo da Vinci said it best. Study the science of art. Study the art of science and realize that everything is connected to everything else. So the science should be respected. And the science can be respected if people aren't putting the truth first. Some of these cats, they don't want to glorify the truth. They want to glorify themselves, which is why they pick and choose their battles wisely. We're not going to say no names in this video. At least I'm going to try not to anyway. Because I can talk about this shit in another video. But there are some science-based lifters. They clearly call people out. And then when somebody else calls them out with just as much following or more, they don't respond. You got to have that same energy across the board. There are people, no bullshit fam, I've seen call out other channels. Right? And then I'll see a hole in their game. Because here's my thing. I don't really like poking at people that just mind their own business. If you have a channel or an Instagram page or a TikTok page dedicated to calling out other people's flaws, other people's false information, then you should be open to take the same shit that come with it. So I'll come to them and I'll say, hey, I see you said this and that and that and this. I want to debate you on this. Some people leave me on scene. Or some people will reply with some bullshit ass reply. I bullshit you not. And at first I was like, well shit, maybe I don't have enough followers. You know, I got about 300,000 on Instagram. Maybe this person only goes after people with 1 million plus. And then I'll see them a month or so later call somebody out with way less followers than me. So I'm like, okay, it ain't about the following. What is it? Like I said, shout out to Greg Doucette. Shout out to Mike Israel. Shout out to Vegan Gains. Like, these people actually give me some back and forth. I don't like how people claim to be men and women of science, but they're picking and choosing their battles. That's all I'm saying. One thing I liked about Jeff Nippard's video when he did the study, he was promoting lotus stretching, lengthened partials, that type of shit, right? Really embracing the negative, really pushing that narrative. He's even said on camera, you know, this can build more muscle, right, than doing the full range of motion. And when the science came out saying otherwise, he stood on that. See, I like that type of shit. I really do. Because there are some people, they've already sold the t-shirts with the slogan on it. They've already sold programs. They're gonna stay on this philosophy till the wheels fall off. They don't give a damn when science come out. They don't give a damn if any experts go against their opinion, challenging to a debate. They don't care about none of that shit. They gonna cancel all that noise and keep making money off the sheep that believe their philosophy. Remember, fam, bodybuilding is backed by all universal laws and principles. There are false teachers. Beware of those false teachers, because bodybuilding is no different than any other spiritual path. There are some people that want themselves glorified. They don't give a fuck about glorifying the truth. That's why I love to debate, because I don't really give a fuck. I'm just here to glorify the truth. Even if you beat me, I win. Low key, don't let that go over your head. Even if you beat me, I still fucking win. Peep this game. I don't give a damn about glorifying myself. I'm here to glorify the truth. Because guess what? If I'm the man glorifying the truth, if I'm the man glorifying the truth non-stop, if I'm the man standing on the right side of the truth, I still look good anyway without even trying. I'm here to glorify the truth. I love to debate. But Jeff Nippard, brother, I got a question for you before I go, and I'm going to get back to my clients. I got a question for you, Jeff. If you so cold with your science, I'm talking crispy with your research. I love the editing, by the way. Why can't you see through Mike Israetel? Greg Doucette sees right through him. Why can't you see right through Mike Israetel's bullshit if you're so cold with your research? Let me tell you something, fam. Bodybuilding is again backed by the numbers. There's a science to the mind-muscle connection. Notice we have the muscular system. The muscular system is its own system. Then you have the central nervous system. That's the brain and the spine and the nerves that come with it. So you got two different systems. The neuromuscular system is when they fuse, like Goku and Vegeta. They fuse and become one. So you have biomechanics. And biomechanics are literally backed by the laws of physics, right? Notice if I got a 20-pound dumbbell in my hand, I fully extend my arm outward, the tension is gonna go back to source, where it came from, right around the shoulder. And that's unescapable because you got human anatomy interacting with the laws of physics. You can't escape biomechanics. But we also have neuromechanics. Remember, central nervous system. There's neuromechanics. So when you're performing an exercise, it starts with the brain, and that brain is breaking down, it's processing signals coming from the mind above. Mind-muscle connection, there is a science to it. Now look at this clip right here. Myself and Mike Israetel, we were debating, and the topic of mind-muscle connection came up. And I was trying to tell him, I said, Mike, mind-muscle connection matters because when you're performing an exercise like the curl, it's literally coming from the mind. He says it comes from the spine. Listen, listen. All is mind. And notice, you can't move a muscle. You cannot move a muscle without a motor neuron. It comes from the mind.
Technically, motor neurons go through your spinal cord.
I mean, no shit, it comes from the spine. Because the central nervous system is literally brain and spine. Of course the signal comes from the spine. Central nervous system is brain and spine. Then he tries to give me an example of how these motor neurons work.
So you can move without the mind 100%. You step on a nail, your mind's not involved, your auto reflex goes right through your spinal cord.
If you peep the game, what he just described was sensory neurons. As you see, he says the spine. And that is true. See, you have the upper motor neurons, they come down, and the lower motor neurons relay the message. So he wasn't wrong. It does come from the spine, but it comes from above. That's a red flag. Red flag. Not only does he say mind-muscle connection is not that great, it's not proven to build muscle. What kind of bodybuilder doesn't believe in mind-muscle connection? Real shit. Let's all bullshit aside. What kind of real passionate bodybuilder is gonna deny that mind-muscle connection is a real thing? But let's stick to the science, because we're talking science here. Let's stick to the science. Look at this clip from Andrew Huberman. Listen.
You can generate limb movements consciously, or you can generate limb movements unconsciously. Typically, once you know how to walk and you get up and you walk across the room, you're not thinking right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. All of that's handled by motor neurons and what are called central pattern generators in the spinal cord and to some extent the brainstem. But the commands for specific deliberate movements that you're thinking about, especially when you're trying to learn a movement or you're trying to be very deliberate in a movement, those come from what are called upper motor neurons. They're called upper motor neurons. They're called upper motor neurons.
Notice he says conscious movement. Peep the game. Like doing a curl, doing a squat, performing an exercise, conscious movement. Listen.
In the brain, in the brain, in the brain, they communicate with lower motor neurons, which then communicate with the muscles. Okay, so that's one neural outflow pathway from spinal cord out to muscles.
You hear that? It comes from the brain, then the spine. I was right all along, but guess what? So many people that idolize Mike Israetel, they said I was wrong. You want to know why they said I was wrong, Jeff? They said I was wrong because he has a PhD and I don't. Ain't that some shit? See, that's why you gotta watch what you say on camera, guys. Luckily for me, I got Jeff on camera saying this. Listen to this.
That's all besides the point though, because facts are facts. Information is either right or wrong. It doesn't matter who that information is coming from.
Jeff, you said it. You said it. It doesn't matter where it comes from, as long as it's the truth. So I'm asking you, Jeff, who was right? Was it me or was it Mike Israetel? Simple question. I just want a simple answer. Who was right? Mike Israetel or me? And I'll make it easy for you. Just like we have biomechanics that cover the physical body interacting with the physical world due to the law of physics, we also have neuromechanics, and there's something called neuromechanical matching. Neuromechanical matching. This shit is literally backed by science. Neuromechanical matching is when that mind and body are interacting in perfect harmony, which is why you gotta continue to work on your form, fam. You gotta continue to perfect your form. You want that crispy ass detail? Continue to work on your form. You want that crispy ass detail? Continue to work on your posing. This is an art. Again, Jeff Nippard, who was right? Was it Mike Israetel or was it me? Simple question. You're a man of science, and I love to debate. If you disagree, please, I'm ready today. I'm ready tomorrow. I'm ready anytime. You want to know why? Because it's not me you're going to be debating. You're debating against the truth. And to be 100% honest with you guys, 100% honest with you, Jeff, Mike Israetel has said some more things that were not true. But we're not going to get on that. You know, like I said, I appreciate Mike Israetel even debating me because some people won't. Damn. I don't got no PhD. I ain't got none of that shit. I should be able to get a debate every fucking day. It's a damn shame I gotta debate PhDs. Am I not one of y'all? Am I not a peer? I love to debate. I love the numbers. I want a response. I'm asking you a question directly with your name. I want to know, because you're a man of science. Your word matters to me, at least right now. Jeff, your word matters to me right now because I see you as a man of science. Please don't change that. Please don't make me see you differently. Please. I see you as a man of science, a man that wants to glorify the truth. Who was right? Well, anyway, guys, before I go, I got a Halloween sale for my coaching. Be sure to type in Halloween 20. Here's my newest addition to the Already Hall of Fame. My brother Hector, my client Hector. lost 23 pounds in 13 weeks, and that can be you. And we use science. We use the science. We use that sweet science. Go fuck with your boy. You can also get this shirt right here. Use the discount code, fam. Fuck with your boy. And before I go, I just want to say this. Jeff, you responded to Mike Van Wyck. You could respond to me. Damn, we go way back. Don't you remember Vince G? I said, Jeff, you responded to Mike Van Wyck. You could respond to me. We go way back. Don't you remember Vince G? Don't forget to like my shit. Comment, subscribe, holla back at your boy.
We need a moment of silence before we fuck up these weights.